Good morning everyone. I am Dr. T. Jayakumar, Associate Professor in Speech Science, All India Institute of Speech and Hearing, Mansur University. Today I am going to talk about the importance of voice and its care. Communication or exchange of information is fundamental aspect of any living organism. Animal communicates using different types of sounds. Human communicates using speech, writing, gestures and sign languages. It's a pride for mankind that only they can speak effectively than any other species in the world at present. Although speech is unique to mankind, every individual has unique voice. That means every individual can identify their speech. Speech is not only expresses your ideas and thoughts, also expresses your personality and emotions by variation in pitch, loudness and time. Speech is also an identity of the individual, like a fingerprint and mobile phone. Let's talk about speech production. Speech is produced by coordination of various organs from our body, mainly lungs, throat or larynx, mouth and nose. Speech has many components like voice, articulation, fluency and prosody. Voice is nothing but source of energy and pleasantness of speech. Articulation means clarity of speech. Fluency means free flow of speech. Prosody means variation in speech using pitch, intensity and duration. Lung air is converted as speech. Let us see how it happens. Initially, the lung air is pushed with a force to larynx or throat. The larynx converts the air into sound using strings like a structure called vocal fold. This sound is called voice. Vocal fold is vibrating approximately 100 times for males and 200 times for female. Voice is produced from larynx. Larynx can be felt in the neck region. Larynx is commonly called as voice box. It is made up of muscles, cartilages and membranes. Larynx's main function is protection of airway and production of speech and singing. Although voice is unique to individual, it changes from childhood to adult and old age. Before the age of 12 years, the voice will be very similar for boys and girls. In boys, voice changes to low pitch around 14 to 16 years significantly. When the pleasantness of voice is decreased below the acceptable level, it is considered as voice disorder. It can be sudden or gradual and it can occur at any age and gender. There are three major groups are there for voice disorder. First one is structural voice disorder. Example, vocal nodule, vocal polyp, contact ulcer and cancer, etc. Second one is neurological voice disorder. Example, vocal paralysis, spasmodic dysphonia, etc. Third one is functional voice disorder. Example, muscle tension dysphonia and etc. Cause for functional voice disorders are voice abuse, voice misuse, voice overuse. Voice abuse means speaking for louder. Voice overuse means speaking for longer duration. Voice misuse means imitating others' voice like a mimicry. Other major causes for voice disorder are shouting, screaming, yelling, working in a dusty environment, smoking cigarette or tobacco, bad food habit which will aggravate GERD, respiratory problems, excessive throat clearing and speaking in a dry throat. Major symptoms of voice disorders are changes in quality of voice, irritation or pain in the throat while speaking, difficulty in swallowing solid or the liquid, loss of voice after continuous usage of voice, variation in severity, example, better in the morning, worst in the evening, voice fatigue, that is not able to speak more than 15 or 20 minutes continuously. To prevent any voice disorder, we need to follow vocal hygiene program. Vocal hygiene program is not only for singers and teachers, it is prescribed for everyone who uses voice. Vocal hygiene serves as a guide in taking care of your voice and preventing voice problems. Some of the do's and don'ts of the vocal hygiene programs are below. Things to do under vocal hygiene programs are: drink plenty of water every day, 6 to 8 glasses. Give appropriate rest to your voice after every hour. Talk in moderate volume. Respect your vocal limits. Speak slowly with natural phrasing. Eat healthy diet. Exercise regularly. Use amplification device. Try to avoid smoky environments. Position yourself close to your listeners. Use non-vocal sounds or visuals to attract attention. Find non-vocal way to discipline children. Yawn to relax your throat. Manage your mental and physical stress effectively. Medicine should be consumed with doctor advice only. Some of the things not to done under vocal hygiene program are: avoid shouting, screaming and whispering. Avoid speaking for a longer time without gap. Avoid mimicry. Stay away from caffeine. Stay away from alcohol. Do not smoke tobacco or cigarette. Reduce intake of spicy food and beverage. Avoid frequent throat clearing and grunting. Finally, do not use voice as a noise. Do not ignore persistent voice problems and upper respiratory tract infection, even though it is small. Visit the nearest ENT clinic or speech and voice clinic at the earliest possible. Get voice evaluation done. If voice therapy is advised, then it is vital to undergo until complete recovery is seen. Voice is a human gift. It should be cherished and valued with most care. Thank you everyone.